Welcome back, everybody, to another session with Cooking with Billy the Kid. We have a lot of shout-outs today. First of all, what we're going to do today, we're going to do a London broil. It's called a jambot. It's a Jersey City Hoboken dish where all the poor little bars and little mom-and-pop restaurants used to make. It's basically, after you do your steak, you're going to put a little onion, a little bit of hot cherry pepper, and I have some potatoes over here boiling, which also go in the dish. This is a fairly quick dish. It's a very flavorful dish. Let's get this started with the steak. First, we're going to take the steak over, and we are going to put a couple little cuts in it. Very sharp knife, because you want to penetrate the steak a little bit, not too much. So you're just going to put little touches with the blade, like that. And when we sear this off, those corners are going to crisp up nice. Just like that, just a little touches. We are going to kosher salt and a little black pepper. Let's get our pan on and get it hot. Again, kosher salt and a little black pepper. That little green leaf you see there is rosemary. We're going to be putting a rosemary sprig in here also. As far as shout-outs, I want to do the biggest shout of all is for my son Billy. Tomorrow's his birthday. He's going to be 16 years old. Happy birthday. I love you, son. I got another pretty big shout-out. Over the weekend, last weekend, Sunday, my wife threw me a surprise 50th birthday that almost brought me to tears. So I want to do a shout-out to my wife and say thank you. And I want to do a shout out to everybody that had something to do with it, because it was truly the nicest party I ever had. Now we have a shout out. Oh, I'm sorry. A little bit of good extra virgin olive oil. We also have a shout out to Cameron and to Megan, who will be here soon to have some food. Okay, like I said, we're going to start off with a really good extra virgin olive oil and get that going. With that extra virgin olive oil, we're going to drop in just a little bit of butter. Woo! Almost made a boo-boo there. Keep it nice. When you're doing your steak, you never flip a steak more than once. You only flip a steak once, or you're going to turn it into stew leather. And also to Chris Corcoran, who I told you we're going to do a chicken parm this week. We're going to do the chicken parm next week, Chris. And we're also going to do, excuse me, a bacala salad. So next week we're going to do chicken parm and bacala salad. Now, the reason why we put them cuts in the steak like that, we're going to do this totally on top of the stove. When you went to them little bars and restaurants, the mom and pop places downtown Jersey City years ago, in Hoboken, in Greenville, they didn't have big stoves and big ovens. They did everything on top of the stove, so they found any way they could make it work for them. Again, this is a London broil. It's fairly thick. We're going to do a nice medium rare. Actually, a little better than I like it a little lower temperature than I like it more towards the rare side. But that's why we're doing it the way we're going to. little more salt. Okay. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. While we're letting this start to go, we're going to start preparing our vegetables. And with this, only 2 little pieces of garlic, just cut in half. Not a big garlic dish. In a few minutes that steak's going to come off, and we're going to let it rest while we do the vegetables. Potatoes are ready, I believe. Oh yes, they're ready. I'm just rinsing that pan out real quick. I want that little bit of char in the bottom of the pan to finish up my dish, which we're going to finish up with the vegetables and stuff. First, I want to cover this and let it rest nicely for about 5 minutes while I'm doing the rest of the steak. Okay, I'm going to put this right off to the side, right back over here. Now, we're going to start off with a little bit of good extra virgin olive oil. And again, this dish is one of them dishes that I finish with a heavy amount of butter. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little more. You need a little more olive oil in there, I think. A lot of dishes you can't just add oil. You gotta play the game a little bit. This we're gonna try. That'll get better. And these these are hot cherry peppers. Got a little bit of the juice in there. It's going to make a difference in the dish. The stove is not getting hot today. I don't understand why. I want everybody to take a quick look at our new Billy the Kid cooking apparel. Cooking with Billy the Kid. Compliments of John Karras and Rob Collins. A little more salt. You know what? Let's add a little twist to this. Put a little Marsala wine in there. Before we do that, we got to get a little chicken stock in there. A little bit of dry chicken stock and add a little water. That's going to reduce nice. And with the reducing and the potatoes, the starchiness of the potatoes is going to make a nice thick sauce. I thought I was going to have to add a roux. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to. Let's add a little bit of Marsala wine. And again, whenever you add any kind of liquor to your food, take it away from the fire. This one shouldn't flame up. There's still a lot of liquid in there, but it may. Oh, it's not going to. And we are using Taylor Marsala wine. Here is my rosemary. And let's see how this meat looks. See if I got my temperature right. That looks pretty damn good to me. That's called cutting it on a bias. That's perfect. That's a nice red. That's perfect. Only thing we're going to do now, I'm not even going to put that in there. I'm going to put that just like that on that plate. That is nice. Got a little bit of that roux. And when you add your roux, which is just a simple flour and water, the liquid that you're trying to thicken up has to be boiling, otherwise it will not work. See how it thickened up instantly? Anybody who's done a nice gravy with their grandmother knows about this trick. That's it. some dish. We're going to take a nice piece of rosemary, put it right over the top. And that is our London broil Jimbo style. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to email us or inbox us. Your questions, and they've been a big help, and I want to thank everybody. Norm, this is for you tomorrow, buddy. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking with Billy the Kid. Thank you.